In a week's time, we're all going to be at UK Games Expo playing so many games. There's hundreds of games going to be shown off at a huge convention that's spanning across 4 halls. I've already done some tips, I've done the games I need to play and some I can recommend, but there's still more to talk about. And here are 15 great looking games that are going to be there at the convention. So starting off in Hall 2, this is on stand 416, you're going to be able to play the Hanging Gardens. Now this is actually playable on Board Game Arena if you even wanted to try it there before the convention, but this is a really cool tile placement game that's I think worth a look. It's got this really interesting market, so let's just zoom in on the back of the box. That's not going to see. Here we go. Here's the market. All these pictures are from Board Game Geek. So here's the market, and you basically are placing one of your workers each round into one of the 3 columns, and then you are taking one of those tiles. There's some costs to it, depending if you're just taking the bottom one or more expensive ones, and you're adding it. And they've all got their own like scoring objectives. Oh, maybe this person wants to see some trees, so you need to take some of the other tiles later on with trees and add them to your board. It's a really satisfying one that's very short, very playable. At the same stand, that's Hall 2 and stall 416, is going to be Flow. This is a cooperative game. Well, it just looks pretty interesting. We've got a number of people playing it there, but let's zoom in on the back of the box. So we've got this sort of thing where you are trying to make these pass out to the middle, but every now and again dice are rolled, and all of a sudden, like an entire column or row of tiles, well, flows away. It seems pretty cool and is one of those sort of cooperative experiences that you could have a lot of potentially fast fun with. So, one to check out. Oink Games are known for their small box games that are always a little bit different. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a different way. But Dying Message looks like an intriguing one. Ignoring the Japanese characters, because I can't translate them for you, roughly how the game works is you are sort of a murder victim and you are trying to let everyone else know who the culprit is via these cards. That one there you can see in the middle there with like the umbrella, making it almost look like it's raining, that sort of thing, and you're using this dying message to give the information over to the other players. It seems like a cool sort of twist on those deduction-y sort of ones. I'm all for giving this one a go. Staying in Hall 2 but jumping back to the stand of 416 is going to be Leaders. I'm a huge fan of 2-player games, and well, this one does seem to be a cool sort of thing because you are always going to be picking up different leaders and utilising them in one game from the next. I kind of like the look of it, and also because they've gone for standees rather than minis, which are nice but sometimes also not needed. I think this will have helped keep the price point down, so one to check out if you're into 2-player games, because they've all got like their own, all these characters have got their own like little leader abilities and things going on, so to sort of work with that one-on-one combat. I like the idea of this and I definitely want to know more. Moving into Hall A, and this is going to be on stand 468 at the Bright Eye Games booth. This is Catchy. It's also Cat Chai Cat, Catchy Cat. And this is a 2-player trick-taking game where obviously you're only playing one card in each and you're attracting the cat. Sometimes this cat in the middle, Chai, is going to be attracted to whoever wins, like the strongest in the trick. Sometimes they're going to be attracted to whoever effectively loses the trick. And at the end of the round, if you've dragged the cat to your side, you're going to get more points, and it's like the first to 7 points. This is going to have like 100 copies at the show. It's an extremely limited print run, so if you like the idea of this one, where you're trying to get to those 7 points via the trick taking, you can see the cat here being pulled from the middle, just slightly to the right. If you like that sort of idea, well, you probably want to get to the Bright Eye booth pretty quickly. Another Lego game is going to be coming out and shown off at UK Games Expo. So this is again in Hall 3A at 254 on one of the Asmodee stands. So this is Brick Like This. It's designed and twisted off another previous release which had a like build reference with almost fake Lego, but this is an official Lego game. It's got it on the box. And you are basically going to be communicating with the teammates, teammate or teammates, I'm not entirely sure, to build the structure. I like these sort of fun party games where you are trying to tell someone something with limited communication. They can't see what you're doing, but they're trying to build it. I like all of that sort of gameplay. I definitely want to see this one first person and get hands on with it. In Hall 3A, it's kind of like one massive sort of area. In Hall 3 and stand 717 is going to be this quirky looking game, Beaks from Ginger Fox Games. Now, this looks very sort of fast, frantic, that sort of one. You're going to be basically using and trying to fulfill these orders from the stuff in the middle. So you are these seagulls. You're going to be using these yellow tweezers to swoop in, and you need to grab 3 chips and a bit of fish for your order to complete it. You need to grab that before someone else can grab whatever they're after. Maybe that's a pasty or whatever the rest of these food types are. So you've got sausages, chips, pizza, etc. And you're basically just trying to fulfill your order card that's in front of you super quickly. It looks like it, and it certainly sounds just like silly good fun. That is Beaks from Ginger Fox Games. Huff No More are going to be showing off this ladder climbing, trick taking style card game called Sakana Stack, where effectively you are trying to end the round with the best, most valuable stack of cards. I like trick-taking games, and this one certainly has a very distinct look to it. This is one of the games I'm actually hoping to preview at the press preview event, but will be available for everyone to see in Hall 3, stand 657, during the rest of the expo. Do I even need to talk about this one? You kind of know if you're going to be excited for this solo-only game, although you could technically play it through cooperatively, sharing the decisions. This is a Tomb Raider game, though, so you're going to know if you're instantly drawn, like I was, to this IP or not. Now, this is going to be in Hall 3A at stand 170, and you're going to have a chance to have a look at this one before it's crowdfunded. Effectively, Lara is going to be going through these different scenarios, and it's playable in 2 different ways. It sounds like once is like a short sitting, half an hour, that sort of job, whereas the other one can be a multi-hour experience. For me, solo gaming isn't something I'm always drawn to, but Tomb Raider with that license on top certainly makes me intrigued. The next 2 games are going to be on the Cosmos stand in Hall 3, and that is numbered 1030. Yes, there's that many stands. And this is Australia's. I'm not entirely sure how to actually say this one, but apart from the stunning box art and the very cute looking components, I'm intrigued by the gameplay of this one. So you are trying to flow down this to get more points, travel down it. There are dice involved. It certainly seems to be a rather sort of lightweight sort of experience. It's got cool turtle meeples. It's got coral pieces that you're trying to collect. And it's still in that sort of family style weight game. Cosmos do a good job of their family games, This one looks stunning on the table, not that their other ones don't, but this one certainly seems to be grabbing me with the vibrancy, the theming, and, well, I wouldn't mind giving a nice easy turtle sort of experience a go. At the same stand, so that Cosmos booth, is going to be Tower Bricks. This is a co-op dexterity game. There's been a few of them, and they're normally at least liked. Now, in this one, you've got all of these different potential cards that are going to be showing you how, like a rule of how to actually place the sort of bits in the middle. So example down here, let's see if we can zoom in, is that this card down in the bottom left, both blue bricks are in the tower and touching each other, whereas another one is no red brick is horizontal, and you're trying to cooperate to build this tower bricks and sort of adhere to these different rules. Again, it seems like maybe communication is blocked in a certain way, so you can't just tell everyone what the rule is. I definitely like the idea of this one, so I'd like to see it and probably play it as well. While fans of Sniper Elite will be wanting to play Operation Kraken, which is going to be available to see at the show, and that is on stand 3A502. Now, while a lot of people are going to want to see this with new content for the game, I've not actually played the base game. Hopefully I'll be able to get hands on and play this. I liked the video games for probably not the reasons that the board game can capture when you get those slow motion bullets. But this is where you're sneaking around a board, and you know, you've got these different points that you are trying to get to as the good guy, while the bad guys try and catch you on these different maps. And you are just sort of actually sneaking around and getting different objectives complete. It seems like a hidden movement game, which I'm often very interested by, and yes, there will be this new content for it, that if you are a fan of the original base game, you might want to go and look at that. I'm actually interested to just see the base game though. Only just announced that it will be there on the Board Game Geek UK Games Expo listing is Seven Wonders Dice. Yes, this was only just announced, and it's a Seven Wonders game. I'm going to try and play this one. Definitely, it will be in the showcase area. I believe that's what it's referred to. But just in case, the booth number is the 3A and then 254. Now, if you don't know, this is just a Seven Wonders game that is also a roll and write. So gone are cards replaced by dice. I'm going to need to know how well that works. For me, though, it's hitting a number of great things. It does have a very wide player count. I don't know if it will play great at 2, but, you know, other Seven Wonders like Jewel and Jewel for Middle-earth do. But it's also got a 25-minute playtime, much like the original Seven Wonders. Once you played it a few times, it just whizzes around the table. So they've not lengthened the game. Well, I'm just excited to give this one a go, and I think it looks quite cool, the way you've got the sheets here in the middle with the different obvious colours of science, the markety gold ones, the blue which just normally gives you points, and red military. I'm excited to see how it all comes together, and it's a Seven Wonders game. We've got to check that one out, right? I haven't played the original mini rails, but this brand new version, Road to Eltonburg, is going to be available to see at the show, and well, it certainly had a bit of a lick of paint. It looks really nice, the colours absolutely pop, I like the vibrancy, but a nice quick, or very quick, train sort of game. Playing in around 40 to 60 minutes for 3 to I believe 5 players, you're going to be placing your trains out, claiming some of those spaces along them. And, well, it just, I mean, like I say, the vibrancy of this edition really does seem to grab me. And it sounds like they've made a few little tweaks potentially as well. So I just want to give this one a go. I've heard good things about mini rails, so this maybe new version is a great time to try the game out. In Hall 3 on stand 607, you're going to be able to play this really neat little and very fast card game for 2 to 6 players. In this, you are playing your cards in a very particular way because you are trying to keep certain cards based on this market in the middle. The more stuff there is of those colours in the middle, the more chance the things you're keeping are going to be scoring you points and not losing you points. But of course, the more of a certain colour you add to the middle, the less of them you're going to have kept for the end of the game. So it's a really good balance of trying to keep some of those big cards in your own hand to score them, while also trying to boost its value up in the middle. Definitely one I can recommend. I previewed it on the channel a while ago now, but that is Forks. So there you have it. Those are 15 games that I think you should be checking out. I certainly am going to be looking at most of them if I have the time at UK Games Expo. What you're seeing here is the Offline Gamers UK Game Expo unofficial annotated map. This is an extra little tidbit of information. Use this map. It's so much better than the official one. And anyway, until next time, I hope you have a fantastic UK Games Expo.